from Wembley Stadium in London, England. We would first like to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, Turkey Al-Sheikh, for putting together this spectacular Riyadh season event and its fight week here in London. Riyadh season has really re-elevated the sport, and it is genuinely being done for the boxing fans.
Jerry, fucking
it is being brought to you by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, with Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. This event is sponsored by Visit Saudi, Solomon Al Habib Hospital, Saudi Airlines, Red Sea Global, Doria, and Middle Beast, in partnership with Gold Star Promotions and Stella, in association with Wasserman Boxing and Boxer. This great event will be shown worldwide on DAZN, on TNT Sports Box Office, Sky Sports Box Office, and on payperview.com. Let's first welcome the Town Clerk and Chief Executive of the City of London, Mr. Ian Thomas, CBE.
Thank you. I wish I had a voice like him. That's all I can say. Welcome to this Guildhall, the amazing venue. Look around, you'll see the stained glass, the weight of history. This building, the Guildhall, was built in 1411. 600 years of history here, the oldest serving civic building in the world. And you'll see statues around, the weight of history I mentioned. Lord Nelson, Duke of Wellington, Winston Churchill, to name but a few. The place where iconic things happened and infamous events happened. The trial of Lady Jane Grey, who is known as the 9-Day Queen, happened here. This survived the Great Fire of London in 1666 and the Blitz in World War II. It's a place where this court, the City of London, meets. You'll often see me here in tights. They didn't tell me this when they gave me the job, that I have to wear tights. And I've worked out, finally, how to keep tights up because they kept falling down. I've got the secret now. But that's part of the job, and we sit here and we discuss key issues of the day in this honourable court. Beneath, you'll see Roman remains in our amphitheatre, going back 2,000 years. Yes, we've been around longer than the DFS sale, and we have more assets than Taylor Swift and Oasis combined, even after the ticket prices went up. Sport, and what we've got to do with sport, well, actually, sport's really important to us here in the City of London. Led by Deputy Lord, we have a new sports strategy, and supported by our chairman, Christopher Hayward, a new sports strategy that is designed to ensure that London is world-leading for sport in terms of a destination. We've got 11,000 acres across Greater London, including Epping Forest, Hampstead Heath, where you'll see football pitches, cricket pitches, Lidos, rugby, you name it, we have it here. And the city is an amazing place. The City of London is an amazing place. I've had a great time working here. You get to do brilliant things like this, hosting this amazing event, and meet some great people. I was just saying to my wife just last week, reflecting on my time here at the city, never in our wildest dreams would we have thought that we'd be meeting such brilliant and amazing people. And my wife turned to me and said, Ian, you're never in my wildest dreams. That's what she said. She was very cruel to me about that. But we're here we meet people like you, we host people like you. It's a great honor to have you here. And just some final acknowledgements. I'd like to thank the sponsors and organisers of tonight's event, also the Mayor of London for his support in bringing high-profile sport to the capital, thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz, and His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed Salman and His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh for putting together this spectacular Riyadh season event and its fight week here in London. The Riyadh season has really elevated the sport, and it is genuinely being done for the fans of boxing. We are here today to witness an outstanding card featuring Anthony Joshua against Daniel Dubios for the IBF heavyweight title of the world. I'd like to say let's get ready to rumble, but I can't. But what I can say is thank you and enjoy this evening's event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ian Thomas, CBE. Let's now welcome our host, Mr. Dev Sani.
Thank you, Thomas Triber. Thank you, Ian Thomas, CBE as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another groundbreaking Riyadh season special. And this truly is something special. We have lit up the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh. We have lit up the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles. And on Saturday night, we will light up the National Stadium right here in the United Kingdom. Welcome to the Riyadh season card, Wembley Stadium edition. This truly special night, I mean, Riyadh now has become the global home of everything big time. The entire boxing landscape has changed. Over the space of the last 11 months, we've seen new kings crowned, we've seen history written, we've seen enemies unite, we've seen legends made, and we've seen a few legends fade. And the reason is Riyadh season. And now some of that Saudi Arabian magic is just starting to get sprinkled around the world. We saw it last month as pound-for-pound star Terence Crawford made his Riyadh season debut, and we'll see it again, Wembley Stadium on Saturday night. The main event, of course, former two-time unified world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua taking on the newly crowned, heavy-handed Daniel Dynamite Dubois. He is now the world champion heading into this fight. It's an explosive head-on collision in the heavyweight division. And the undercard all set up here, well, in what is becoming the norm for Riyadh season. You can't even really call this an undercard. So many of these fights could be the main event. And we've very much got the UK covered. London to Leeds, we've got West Midlands to Belfast, Scotland to Sunderland, a little bit of everything on Saturday night. And by the way, as if that wasn't supersonic enough, we've even got a little bit of Liam Gallagher on Saturday night. So make sure you tune in if you're not lucky enough to be there. A truly unforgettable evening coming up. Well, let's speak to some of these fighters. Let's start with a very intriguing fight in the super lightweight division. We're speaking about unforgettable nights. Well, there was a young gentleman sat on the end of the table there on my left side who received an unforgettable phone call. Josh Padley will be taking on Mark Chamberlain on Saturday night. And Josh, I'm going to start with you here, because I read a brilliant article in The Sun about you. You managed to get a full page in The Sun from Wally Downs, talking about how you are giving up the job of becoming, or of being an electrician to follow this boxing dream. Big night for you on Saturday.
Yeah, big night. I want to first of all say thank you to everybody involved in Riyadh season. It's been nothing short of amazing this week. But yeah, the last 8 weeks I've managed to become a full-time athlete and give myself the best chance possible come Saturday night.
Well, I've heard you say that you will be Mark Chamberlain's best opponent yet. And I put that to Mark Chamberlain quite recently, who sat at the other end.
I've got some backing up to do.
Well, look, Mark, just chime in. I mean, when you talked to me, you said he needs to give his head a wobble, and you'll give his head a wobble. I mean, what are the thoughts here, gents?
You can try, I'm sure he's going to. It's a fight, but I back myself, and I definitely think I'm going to be Mark's hardest test today.
How do you claim you as my hardest test?
Because I haven't had a chance to prove myself yet.
Okay.
You're my proof, so when I beat you Saturday night, then
You've got a lot of backing up to do if you're going to beat me. Trust
that's
me.
what I'm coming to do, bro, don't
Yeah,
worry.
you can have a go, but you're not going to.
Mark, your opponent is also on record saying that he will bring chaos on Saturday night. How do you deal with chaos, Mark?
Same as every fight, really. They all talk the talk, and when they get punched on the chin, it all changes for them, so you'll soon find out.
You're becoming a bit of a favourite around Riyadh, it's no secret. His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh has highlighted you as one of his favourite fighters, maybe his favourite fighter. That's a lot of pressure heading into Saturday.
Yeah, obviously there's that added pressure there, but while we're on that subject, I would like to thank Turki Al Sheikh, Spencer Brown, Queensbury, Frank Warren, everyone involved for letting me be involved in these platforms. And like I say, you're going to see another explosive performance on Saturday night, and we'll come away with another victory and keep everyone happy and hopefully be part of these big platforms in the future.
Well, Josh Padley, let me just come to you here. Do you think he's overlooking you at all? He speaks with a lot of confidence as to how he's going to deal with you on Saturday night.
I mean, he's obviously going off what he's seen of me, which is not much content out there. Again, I've never had a chance to really prove myself against a high-level fighter, so this is the level that I want to be at. Come Saturday night, you're going to see that.
You're going to need to because you're in a proper fight Saturday night.
That's what I want. That's why I'm here.
Cool. Make sure you bring your A game because you're going to need it.
Got everything ready.
Okay, we'll see.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you, Mark Chamberlain. Thank you, Josh Padley. A brilliant fight there between two unbeaten fighters. Someone has got to go
Not
on
mine.
Saturday. As Mark Chamberlain says, not his. So we'll tune in to find out anyway. No spoilers, thank you, Mark. Let's keep things moving. We'll head to the middleweight division. Now, there was supposed to be a fight here between Josh Kelly and Liam Smith. Unfortunately, Liam Smith had to pull out. We wish him well. He's had to pull out. He's not well. We can't go through with the fight. But Liam Smith's loss is the gain of Ishmael Davis. He got the call. 6 days' notice. He stepped up. He said yes. Ishmael Davis, I mean, how do you go from being the guy that just took the fight with Josh Kelly to being the guy that makes sure he beats Josh Kelly on Saturday?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Eddie Hearn and Turki Al Sheikh for this chance and all the matchroom team. But listen, I've heard Josh Kelly's interviews, he's overlooking me. And let me just tell you, your best win is Troy Williamson, who I just beat as well. And every time you've stepped up, you've been beat. Ray Robinson, you should have lost. David Avanesian beat you. And I'm the most progressive British boxer, no joke. So you're overlooking me, but Saturday night, bro, you're going to be in there with hell, bro, I'm telling you now.
I'm excited to see.
I dare you to meet me in the middle of the ring. I know what you're going to do, hit, move, hit, man, I'm going to be on you the whole way, bro, and you've never had it like me, bro. You get me? And you're overlooking me, and your trainer knows, bro. He knows, and you can't train for my style. So you've been training for Liam Smith, yeah, but you can't train for my style. You're gonna laugh, bro. You're a brave boy. You're not cut like me, bro. I tell you now, you ain't cut like me. I'm fit, bro. I ain't here for no payday. I'm here because I believe I'm gonna knock you out. You ain't making it to the 12th. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you.
It's all talk till you get in.
Whatever, we'll see, bro.
Your best win is Troy
and all that,
Williamson.
but you will see, bro. We are gonna send everyone.
Levels.
Because everyone seems to think
It's levels. There's levels to this
but
game.
the truth is, every single time you've stepped up, you've been beat, bro.
You learn.
Me and you have got the same best win. Troy's got best win. I didn't have no amateur.
2 years on, I finished
beat him.
Troy. I finished
cool, bro.
I finished them.
We're gonna see on Saturday. All the talking's done here. Saturday night's
You're doing a lot of talking
You're gonna
there.
see a real superstar.
You're doing a lot
That's
of
what I
talking
am. I'm gonna show you.
You're doing a lot of talking there.
Trust me, bro.
Listen, we'll see. I'm excited to see you.
I'm gonna show you, Josh.
I'm grateful for you taking the
I'm gonna
fight.
show you, bro.
This late notice against someone
I'm
like
fit,
me.
bro, and I've got
some
some
balls
balls
on
your chest, bro.
You got some balls on
I
you.
dare you.
Hold you up. Hold you
in the
up.
middle of the ring with me.
Hold you up.
I dare you.
You don't punch, you know.
Everyone, you're a superstar. What they
you don't
think you
punch, you
are.
know.
Step in the middle of the ring with me and stay there with me. You were going to kick, man.
Yeah.
You're going to kick anyway. We'll see you anyway. You're gonna see.
Okay.
Believe.
I'm excited to see.
I'm excited.
A lot of
Believe me.
talk.
When I got that call 6 days notice, mate, I couldn't sleep. I got out of my bed and I was up the whole day after watching Canelo beat sorry for my language, after watching Canelo beat Belanda. I'm gonna beat you, bro. I think
You're a little bit excited, Ishmael.
Let's see.
Save that energy for Saturday night, bro.
Yeah, man.
Save that.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that was one question, by the way, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
a bit excited.
That was just the one question.
So, because you know what it is? I hate,
excited.
I know what I'm about, so I hate, people, no, listen, there's no bad blood, yeah, but I hate people talking down to me, down about me, like, oh yeah, like, I'm training for world level and this, bro, you're not world level, bro. When have you been world level? Never. And I believe I'm going there, so we're gonna see, because you're in my...
Have a look at my books, Rick. Have a look at your books, Rick. Have a look at what I've fought and have a look at you fought.
It doesn't matter.
Have a look at that. Have a look at who you beat.
It doesn't matter, bro. I'm telling you now, I'm the most impressive British boxer. I've had no amateurs, bro. I've had 2 fights on TV.
Yeah.
The first one, the second one was much better.
Well
this
done.
one's gonna be much better.
Well done.
And I've had 3 weeks in camp.
You're getting very excited.
Yeah,
You need to see that energy,
Yeah,
That's come out of nowhere. That's
Keep
nervous
this energy
energy.
all the time, bro. You're not where I'm
Nervous
from, bro.
energy.
Where I come from, mate, you make a mistake, your life's gone, bro.
That's-
You ain't from there, you're a pretty boy, bro. So let me tell you that.
We're boxing, brother.
And
We're
remember,
boxing.
remember that.
We're boxing, on me. We're boxing.
Anyway, talk.
Where am I
We'll
from?
see Saturday night.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. Ishmael, I asked you one question, so I should, of course, ask Josh one question. Hi, Josh, great to see you, by the way.
Great to see you.
Listen, you've had to switch, late change, 6 days' notice. It was going to be Liam Beefy Smith. It's now this man who is intent on taking your head off on Saturday. How has that switch been for you?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Spencer, Wasserman, Turkey Al Sheikh for helping me out, keep me on this card. Switch been beautiful, I believe he's going to bring exactly what Liam is going to bring. Liam's world class at it, that's the difference. Ishmael's improved himself world class at it, so I was getting ready for someone on that level and that magnitude. And I just put our stars and our boxing ability side by side, and I believe he's getting tossed in the deep end late notice. It's a lot of excitement and a lot of I know I belong here. I brought Ishmael to the table, accepting this fight. So Ishmael's going to be excited. He's going to come out. He's going to fight off a lot of nerves. But when it comes to crunch time, when you're in front of the big crowd in Wembley Stadium, it's going to come on top real quick.
He's talking about you.
Made for this. Believe me, I'm made for this.
Well, you want him to stand and trade with you, right? Josh, he's made that pretty clear. Come and have a fight with me. Would you stand and trade with him? You can have a fight with him?
He hasn't got enough power for me to respect him, really, to stand there and trade, do you know what I mean? If he's stopping the guys on the feet and then seeing his bag of Toy Williamson didn't take one backward step, didn't get hurt once in the fight. I hurt Toy Williamson 4 times, 5 times.
It's a lie, bro. It's a lie.
4 or 5
I've always
times.
seen a lie.
At 120, 109, 120, 109.
Josh,
120, 109.
you're a nice guy, bro.
116,
So let's just
140.
allow the chat. Yeah, I'll see you Saturday.
116, 140. You started the chat though, Ishmael.
Yeah,
Go on, start.
I'm
Yes,
for
one question you went off.
For like I'm gonna be doing it.
That's the one question
Talking
you
down
went
about me, bro. I've not said no, but respectful, and I heard you talking down about me. I've got to come
lad,
who I am.
give it a rest and you wind it in. Just chill out.
Cool.
Just relax.
Cool. I'm
We'll
good.
get it on Saturday, don't worry, relax.
Saturday, you can see, bro.
Relax. I know it's the first time here, but listen, all big boys here, let's just relax.
Good
Let's
show,
just relax.
bro. This is the biggest
Chill
show,
out.
yeah, but it's not about this, bro. This still mean, man.
This is your first time at the
Fight
table.
that means something, bro. Because if I lose the fight, all this is gone. So it don't matter. Just believe I've got that in mind.
Hold on, hey, so you're looking at pressure on yourself, don't worry. Make sure you go with that pressure.
Bro, same for you.
worry,
You lose this
bro.
fight.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna laugh at you, bro.
Thank you
You
both.
think you're a superstar?
I am.
Big superstar.
I've got to move it along. We've got so many brilliant fights. I could probably listen to you talk all day, and you probably could talk all day. Brilliant stuff. Middleweight fight coming up. Josh Kelly
Thank you, Mr.
against
Dev.
Ishmael Davis. Thank you, Mr. Josh Kelly. Thank you, Ishmael Davis. What a fight! That's whet the appetite here.
It's a bit spicy.
It's a bit spicy. It's a bit spicy. I'm not sure we'll get similar spice between 2 very nice guys here in Josh Warrington and Anthony Cacace. I've seen your face-offs. It's all been very respectful. But let's see what we can do. Let's have a chat here. Josh, this is for the IBO World Super Featherweight Championship, by the way. Josh, great to see you. We know all about the Leeds warrior, Josh Warrington, at featherweight. Tenacious, never took a step back. He's got that will, that grit. But what is Josh Warrington like at super featherweight?
Absolutely massive. I'd like to just carry on echoing, boys. Thank you to all those involved in giving this opportunity. Frank, Eddie, Spencer, His Excellency. it's a new chapter for me. Super featherweight, been a featherweight for over 12 years, championship level. But you know what, it's one of them things where you look back over your career, you should have done this, you should have done that, but now's the time I step up, and you know, this camp, I felt the benefits from it. You know, everyone talks about having the best camp and this, that and the other, but I feel really strong, feel really good, and I'll show on Saturday night that you know, it's a decision that I should have done a few years ago.
Your opponent, Anthony Cacace, the champ over there, he says that your style is perfect for him. If he wants to box you, he can box you. If he wants to fight you, he can fight you. What do you think about that?
Oh, you try to get a wooden spoon in there, Dev. And we know between me and him, is, you know, there's a lot of animosity in this room, but nothing but respect for the man. He's a new champion. Listen, you're not going to get loads of screaming and shouting at me. I don't think you're going to do that. One thing I will guarantee you is action on Saturday night, and you know, I think that's the way that I've always done my business. I think that's the same with him as well. So, you know, we might not shout and scream at each other, but listen, don't miss our fight, because guarantee it'll be the fight of the night. You know, I'm experienced. I'm experienced in this game, and I think I've dealt with every single style that I've come against. We've been tall, short, a boxer, a puncher. I've been in with them big guys, and you know, a lot of the time I've come through it. So that experience, you can't buy that, and it goes a long way.
Josh, I've heard you say you want to be in fights that people remember. You've already been in so many that people will remember. What will people be saying about Josh Warrington on Saturday night?
Just stepped up and never turned his back, and you know, even when the chips were down and things weren't going his way, you know, he turned up and did the business. No, I said that there about the belts, because you know, disappointed with the IBF's not on the line now, but it just is. It's about like I say, it's about the fight, and we're going to have an exciting fight this weekend, and yeah, the journey of Josh Warrington will continue.
Okay, let's hear from your opponent, the champ, the Andy Town Apache, Anthony Cacace. Brilliant, thrilling win over Joe Cordina last time out on the Fury Usyk undercard. And now you head into this fight as the champion, you head in as the favourite, you head in, surely, with the pressure.
No, there's no pressure. Josh, he's a two-time world champion. His career has been filled with success. I'm only getting a bit of success now. Josh's a great champion, featherweight. You know, he's moving up in weight this one. You know, he's a bit stronger and whatever else. But I'm a big super featherweight, and it's going to be a tough night for him.
Well, you've said that his style is perfect for you. Just tell us a little bit more about that. Why is it so perfect for you?
I've boxed. He's smaller than me. You know, he's going to come on the shots. I'm not going to have to go looking for him. So, you know. Also, you know, he's a big set of balls, he's big heart, he's going to come for a proper fight, and that's exactly what I want him to do. So, you know, Josh, he's a good lad. I've got nothing bad to say about him. You know, his accolades speak for themselves. He's done everything, fought some great champions, beat them, so I know I'm in for a hard night, but listen, no one's taking these belts off me.
What is it that makes you unbeatable right now? Because I've heard the way you've been talking ahead of this fight. There's an intensity about you, there's something in your eyes. It feels like it's going to take a lot to beat you, but what do you think? What is making you so tough to beat right now?
Well, no man's unbeatable, every man's beatable, but, you know, again, this is all new to me. I've worked from I was 9 years of age, I'm now 35. You know, I've worked to have these in front of me and to have these type of nights ahead, you know, so I don't want to be giving these away, you know, a couple of months down the line, you know, but I know I'm not taking Josh for granted. I know exactly what he's going to bring, you know, I know he's locked in, but again, the belts are coming with me.
Okay, thank you very much, Anthony Cacace. Thank you, Josh Warrington. Brilliant super featherweight fight. Two gentlemen if you watch the face-offs, you'll see that they'll probably be friends after this, but when the first bell rings, they are going to give it absolutely everything on Saturday night. Well, we've got a brilliant fight at light heavyweight. The WBO interim light heavyweight championship is on the line. Willy Hutchinson and Joshua Butsi. Now, the build-up to this fight has been, let's say, ill-tempered. For those that haven't seen the clips, it got a little bit out of hand when they did a face-off. They had to be separated by security. I'm hoping it doesn't kick off today because I'm certainly not worthy of being a security man. But let's start with Willy Hutchinson. Let's start with the Hutch train. It was a brilliant win last time out against Craig Richards. You went into that fight telling everyone what you were going to do, telling everyone that you're going to beat this man, you were the underdog, but you did it. How do you feel about this one?
100%, Dev, 100%. Listen, look at the people who are up here with. For me, this is unbelievable. It's, I mean, what an experience. Do you know what I mean? A lot of great fighters up here, but like I said to Dev last time out, everything I said and done, I basically done with far from knock him out, and I nearly did 2, 3, 4 times. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just looking forward to knocking this fella out on Saturday night. Yeah.
This one has been quite a spicy build-up. It has been, there's been hands put on each other. You've been separated by security, as I mentioned. Why do you think that is? What's going on?
I don't have a clue, to be honest with you. It's up to this fella. I was all right, to be honest with you, until, I don't know what happened to him. He got an emotional wreck. And his emotions got to him, and it's probably the same thing's going to happen to him in this fight. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I wasn't trying to do anything. I went to shake his hand before we went up to the thing. He gave me the yeah fist bump, and then from then it went downhill from him.
Well, let's bring in Joshua Butsi and get his version of events here. Are you an emotional wreck, Joshua?
Firstly, let me thank everyone for coming here. His Excellency, Boxer, those that are behind it. I don't think I'm an emotional wreck, no.
You're not now because you're starving.
Yeah, I'm starving, it's true.
Shut up. Don't start with all that crap again.
Starving. But I tell you one thing though.
You look hungry, brother.
We're a couple of days away from the fight, so there's nothing that's gonna happen to derail me. We're like 2-3 days away, so.
What has happened here? Because I watched your roundtables with Craig Richards, Dan Aziz. Do you want a handshake at the end?
Dev, if you want to know, go online, because I've done repeating myself about grabbing the scalp. It wasn't a big thing. Let's move on, man. We're 2 days away.
It was... Dev, just keep talking. Well, I don't even know where it come from, because me and this fella, even though we only met a few times, and a couple of times we did meet, I beat him up in the gym, but apart from that, it was always all right, do you know what I mean? Listen, I'm the biggest working ticket in the entire world. Far from it. But I genuinely was actually trying to be all right with this man. And then he tried to be a bad man, and he ain't got any bad man in him. You know what I mean? What bad man would he know? I'm gonna go
story, bro. Yeah, what's up?
What?
I can ask you another question, Josh. I mean, look, Willy has mentioned there, and there is a theme of sparring story heading into this event. He is on record quite regularly saying that he had his way with you in sparring. I know you've done several interviews saying you don't believe that to be the case. This is the opportunity on a big stage to kind of downplay his claims.
It's not an opportunity on a big stage, it's all on the internet. So again, Dev, if you want to remind yourself, if anyone here wants to remind themselves, go on YouTube, man, the answer's the same.
How do you win this fight?
I being Butsi, I show up, I tell you guys who my source is, I always give reference to God, because literally everyone here works hard and different things work for different people, but for me, that's my source.
And what do you think of Willy Hutchinson?
I think about him what you think. What everyone thinks about him is the same.
To be honest with you, I think I'm all right. unless I'm deluded in a way with the fairies, I genuinely think I'm actually all right. I shake everybody's hand. Every person I meet, I shake their hand. I try and be as helpful as I can. I can be a nightmare sometimes, yeah. Like I'm his nightmare just now, but yeah, I'm only his nightmare. You know what I mean?
Think you're a nice guy, then everyone thinks you're a nice guy, then you're a nice guy.
Well, they're all laughing, they're not laughing with you.
I don't need people to laugh at me, bro, they're laughing at you.
No one laughs I like that. Well, I hope not. Anyhow, I think you're all my friends. and I'm enjoying every second of this until really tomorrow's the first in it. So when you're weighing, we'll see. We're going to see each other in a minute anyhow. We'll get a bit of food into us, and then Saturday night. First things tomorrow, and then Saturday. Listen, I've been in camp for 11 weeks. Today, Thursday. I went on a Thursday. 11 weeks. I've been training my ass off for 11 weeks. I've done all the hard work. This is fun, man. Enjoy yourself, innit? This is what on earth have I been doing all that for? What to look on the table? Oh, he's been, you know what I mean? I've been training for this man for not for 11 weeks, for 17 years. He's the biggest step of for me. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? This is fun. Have some fun. That man looks like he's gonna cry his eyes out, bless him.
Tell us why you win this fight, Willy.
Why? Because I'm far too good for him. It's that simple.
Any final message, Josh?
In every aspect.
Any final message?
He knows it.
I told him already, September 21st I'll see you, so 2 more days, babe. See you.
It's just like that, man.
It's just like that. Thank you, Willy. Thank you, Joshua Butsi. Brilliant. WBO Interim Light Heavyweight Championship on the line on Saturday night. Of course, the winner is in line for a shot at the winner of Artur Beterbiev against Dmitry Bivol coming up October 12th, all part of Riyadh season. That's a fantastic fight. Do not miss that one. Well, let's move on to the chief support. We've got 2 middleweights here who both have different habits. We've got Hamza Shiraz, who has got a habit of knocking out every single middleweight that gets put in front of him. We've got Tyler Denny, who has a habit of when he is presented with an unbeaten rising British middleweight, he takes their unbeaten record. That's what we have heading into this fight. He's also the European champion, and Tyler Denny, I'm going to start with you. In your most recent fights, you talked about how you want to go to Saudi. You want to go and get some of that Saudi magic. Well, Saudi has come to you. Riyadh season has come to the UK. How does it feel to be part of such an incredible show?
Listen, I'm privileged, man, and I've talked it into existence. I'm here. But firstly, I want to thank His Excellency, Spencer Brown, Boxer, BCBL Johnson, and my whole team. It's just been a great experience all week. I've enjoyed every second of it, and I'm looking forward to Saturday night. I plan to enjoy that even more.
What do you make of your opponent here? He is he's unbeaten, he's got very heavy hands, he's a Riyadh season ambassador as well, by the way, so very much a fancied kind of golden boy, if you will. What do you think?
Yeah, of course, listen, I'm not going to badmouth him, he's a great fighter. But so am I, you know what I mean? And I'm here to show why I believe I'm a better fighter, and I'm just glad I got the opportunity to do so. Like I say, I rate him, I think he's a world level fighter, but you know, I believe in myself, man. My confidence is sky high, and I'm willing to fight anyone. When I got the call about this fight, I couldn't say yes quick enough. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing disrespectful to Hamza, just the whole occasion and everything. For a great name like Hamza to have that on my resume, that's what I'm all about, man.
Well, Hamza Shiraz was asked, give us 3 reasons why you beat Tyler Denny. And the 3 reasons were, I am bigger, I am stronger, I hit harder. He makes a pretty compelling case, Tyler. What do you say to that?
Well, I seen an interview of AJ the other day and about he was bigger, stronger and everything over Usyk. He didn't beat Usyk. There's a lot more to boxing than being the taller guy, bigger guy, you know what I mean? Listen, I understand why I'm the underdog, but I've been the underdog my whole career. I keep winning, so that's my case. I believe in myself, the tenacity that I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring the heat and the confidence, and there's no way I'm losing the fight.
Well, let's bring in Hamza Shiraz. Hamza, you are a Riyadh season ambassador as well. Firstly, just how great is it to have Riyadh season here in the UK? You must be very proud as an ambassador.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty Allah for allowing us to be here today. I'd like to thank His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for not just giving me, but giving all us fighters up here the opportunity to give back. I'd like to thank main man Spencer down there for helping me out a lot. And yeah, I'm honoured, Dev, honoured to say the least. It's like I keep saying, it's our opportunity to give back, especially being a Riyadh season ambassador. There's expectations there, and people say, is it pressure? I wouldn't say it's pressure. I like having these expectations of me, because I turn up, I show up, and I get a knockout.
Well, you're in against a man who is an underdog who keeps on winning. What do you make of your opponent, Tyler Denny, on Saturday night?
Listen, he does what he's got to do. I mean, he does what he's got to do. He turns up. He's been beaten whoever's in front of him, the underdogs and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you've got to remember, I'm nothing like the last 5 fighters he's upset. Listen, I go out to LA, I do my thing over there. And if you speak to anyone, speak to Ricky, speak to my coach, speak to my team, you understand that I am a very, very, very disciplined man, and I understand the mission of what I've set out to do and how I want to achieve it and what I've got to do. And the buck stops with Tyler Denny, and I've got to get him out of the way.
Well, Tyler, let me just bring you back in here. You were asked a little while ago, do you feel like Hamza Shiraz has made a mistake taking on a fight with Tyler Denny, considering he's on the cusp of challenging for a world title? You said, yes, I feel he has made a mistake. We put that to Hamza, and he said, well, that might change in fight week. The energy may change from Tyler. So what is the energy? Has this man made a mistake?
Listen, man, if you think I was going to turn up and start shooting myself, you got another thing coming. I don't get the question. I don't get why you can get triggered by that. You asking me if I made a mistake. I'm never going to say, no, he made the right decision, he's going to splatter me. You know what I mean? I believe in myself. Well, of course I'm going to say he's made a mistake. That's just it. He could have waited around and got his opportunities. Fair play to him, man. He wants a good fight. I'm the European champion. I'm going to bring him a good fight. And that's all it is, really. It's a bit of stirring and whatever, but, you know, I believe in myself. Of course, I think he's made a mistake.
Hamza, we talked about, you said, well, let's see what his energy is in fight week. That's a pretty clear indication of what he intends to do.
Yeah, it is, and I'm glad, like I said, I keep banging on about giving back. That's all I want to do when you've got the opportunity of this magnitude.
Well, Tyler Denny was also asked 3 reasons why I beat Hamza Shiraz. He said, I want it too much, my confidence is sky high, and I'm a sore loser. How do you deal with that?
I win. It's as simple as that. Don't really make much of it. He done what he had to do, he answered the questions, and that was that.
You're on a streak of 14 consecutive knockouts. When you look across there, you see Tyler Denny. Is that number 15?
Yeah, definitely, inshallah. That's the plan. Do you know what I mean? I've worked too hard, Dev. I've worked too hard.
Tyler, any response?
No chance, man. No chance. I'm winning the fight, obviously. He believes he wins the fight. But I think it's two people who genuinely believe they're winning the fight. You know what I mean? So you're going to get a good fight. And that's the good thing with Riyadh season, is the best fighting the best, man. You know what I mean? So bring it on.
Bring it on, indeed. Thank you, Hamza Shiraz. Thank you, Tyler Denny. Brilliant fight at middleweight on Saturday. Well, that concludes the undercard part of the press conference. They're going to do face-off.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters. From London, England, 23 fights as a professional, 21 victories, 20 KOs. That's a 90% KO to victory ratio. He's the former WBA heavyweight world champion and the current reigning and defending IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubios. And his opponent, also from London, England, an Olympic gold medal champion, 31 fights as a professional, 28 victories, 25 of those 28 victories by KO, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Trouble with the whopper. Big thing, I can do it proper. Boom, bam, chopper with the whopper.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn this press conference over to our host, Mr. Ade Oladipo.
Thank you very much, Michael. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the very beautiful, historic, and iconic London Guildhall. Welcome to another huge, monumental event, and welcome to Riyadh Season Wembley edition. Look, I've been very fortunate to have attended all the Riyadh Season events, from our very first one, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, to our most recent event in LA, Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. And all of the events have exceeded our expectations. And all the events have got bigger and bigger. Not just fight night, that's not what Riyadh Season is about, but fight week. More excitement, more events, more engagement, and most importantly, more eyeballs on the sport that we love, boxing. What Riyadh Season has done for fighters is, for some, look, it's given them maybe opportunities that they weren't gonna get. For some, it's given them the spotlight that they craved. And for two fighters here in our main event, it was an opportunity to rebuild and remind people as to how good and dangerous they can be. Daniel Dubios entered Riyadh Season off the back of a defeat to Alexander Usyk. 2 fights and 2 wins later against Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgović, he's now rebuilt. He's one of the best fighters in the world, and he's the current IBF heavyweight champion. Anthony Joshua entered Riyadh Season, and it was Otto Wallin, a stern test on paper, that he came through with flying colours. And then it was Francis Ngannou, a man who previously caused Tyson Fury so much problems. Anthony destroyed him in a couple of rounds. So here we are, 2 fighters in arguably the form of their lives that will compete in front of 96,000 spectators at the National Stadium. Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubios for the IBF heavyweight title in front of the best fight fans in the world, the British fight fans. Now look, normally, I'm going to break protocol a little bit here. Normally, you go to the promoters, and I will get to them, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, but I want to go to the fighters first. Daniel, I want to come to you. You are the champion, and I want you to clear something up for us, Daniel. The rumours are circling. Where is your trainer, Don Charles? Is there an issue? Is it a case of Don is just sick and not here? What's happened? We haven't seen Don all week.
Listen, as long as they're my corner on fight night, I'm alright.
But everything is okay?
Yeah, everything's good, you know.
Okay, that's good to hear. Let's move on from that. Let's put that rumour to bed. All right, let's start with you, Daniel. Again, you are the current IBF heavyweight champion. You can see that the camera is here. This is a fight of extreme magnitude, right? They're saying this is the biggest British fight card we've ever seen. You headline it. How are you feeling? How's preparation going?
Everything's gone well. Training camp's gone brilliant. I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
That you are, I know. You've wanted this fight against AJ for a while, not just after the Hrgović fight, before that. You've called him the king. You said you're the king slayer. Why have you wanted this fight against Anthony Joshua so badly?
Well, it's a resurrection story of my career, and you know, I'm just on a roll right now, so you know, I just want the biggest challenges and make a name for myself and create history.
You've had some ups and downs, like every fighter, every top fighter. The ups recently have been very, very good. Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgović. When did it switch, Daniel? When did you realise that you are one of the best heavyweights in the world? When did it click that you can compete at the top table?
No, I've always known that. You know, I haven't got too much to say right now. I'm just ready to go on Saturday. It's a great show, and I just can't wait to go.
Yeah, but let's move on. I'm going to come back to you, Daniel, though you are going to answer a few more questions, hopefully. AJ. Here we go again, right? You've been there, you've done it, you've seen it all. You've been in big events. You've been in big events since you turned pro. What's it like to be at another big event, Riyadh Season, Wembley, home of what I think was your biggest success against Vladimir Klitschko?
What a blessing. Thanks for everyone coming today, but it's a blessing to be back again, to be able to perform, prove to myself, prove to my team that I've listened to the instructions in training camp, and we're ready to rock and roll. And I'm in supreme condition, both physically and also mentally. So yeah, it's good to be back, and I've been watching some of the old fights as well. Just adding some fuel to the fire, ready to rumble, reminding myself what I can do and what I'm capable of.
We all know exactly what you can do. Daniel Dubios is a name that maybe many thought wouldn't have been your opponent a few months ago. What type of challenge do you expect Daniel Dubios to bring to you on Saturday night?
We'll find out. We've only got a couple of hours left, so everyone that's going to be there will enjoy it, but we'll find out. I can't say. I'm not Daniel. All I can do is focus on myself.
Indeed. Again, we will go back to the fight, but I did want to speak to you first and foremost. Eddie, let's speak to your charge before we talk about Anthony Joshua. Let's talk about Riyadh season, Wembley edition. I spoke to yourself and Frank, and I was like, look, these Riyadh season events in Riyadh are fantastic. The one in LA was fantastic as well, but we need to get an event in London. We need to get an event at the National Stadium. We're only a couple of days away. What does it mean to have such a big event at Wembley?
Oh yeah, well, good evening everyone, and firstly thank you of course to the Crown Prince and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for the vision really. I think everybody felt that Riyadh season would be in Riyadh, and it's been just under a year now since we began boxing in Riyadh season, and the change that we've seen in the sport already has been quite phenomenal. But we didn't expect to see events in Los Angeles, to see events in London, and this one's very special. You know, it's the record, it's 96,000, where I think at a time when British boxing needs a shot in the arm, and it's a shot in the arm that's been provided time and time again by this man to my right. You know, I know he's not a fan of plaudits, but you have to give him to him because we're all very proud of the way he's carried himself since the Olympic gold medal to changing the sport in this country. Every fighter in the country today has benefited off the rise, the performances, and most importantly, the behaviour of Anthony Joshua. He's been a role model. He's inspired boxing from the top to the bottom level of the grassroots of the game. And personally on Saturday, I can't wait. You know, I think His Excellency is going to look around and see one of the greatest nights British boxing has ever seen. Just a phenomenal undercard. And as this fight draws closer, people start to realise what a great fight this is. Two dangerous British heavyweights fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we look back to the nights of Klitschko and Povetkin. AJ's done it all before, but Saturday will be particularly special. Three-time World Heavyweight Champion, and a list that's so thin: Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis. And again, I know he's focusing on the performance, but legacy awaits on Saturday night for the most thrilling night. And thanks to all the promoters and broadcasters and Queensbury and team, Spencer Brown, Gold Star, of course the Matchroom team, 258. It's been a brilliant collaboration with Riyadh Season, who will break records on Saturday night and give us one of the great sporting moments. Proud of Anthony Joshua, a full believer in exactly where he's at. Never seen him so calm, never seen him so calculated, never seen him so confident. I believe with all my heart, three-time World Heavyweight Champion on Saturday, and do not miss it. It's going to be a very special night.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Frank, same question to yourself. Obviously, look, you've had Daniel Dubios since the beginning, very much like Eddie's had Anthony since the beginning. You've believed in your man, even with the ups and downs. What a moment for him on Saturday to headline, as we've been hearing, in front of 96,000 people.
It is. First of all, again, I'd like to thank His Excellency and the team who made this happen. This is an iconic moment for British boxing, there's no doubt about it. It's an iconic building. The last few press conferences we've had, they've also been in iconic venues, but this is going to be something special. Two massive big punchers, two really good boxers, both of them on a roll, both of them winning fighters. They both had their ups and downs, not just Daniel, both of them had their ups and downs. And so we are definitely going to see something special. And for me, there's nothing better than two Brits in the ring, in a competitive fight, in a big fight, to get atmosphere, 96,000 people, sold out. It is going to be something special. And Daniel, I do believe, is going to show what he's all about. I believed in him from day one, and he's come through everything. Trials and tribulations, injuries, lots of different things happening behind the scenes, and he's now sitting here with his belt, and he's not letting it go. He's here to keep that belt, to confirm that he is the IBF champion against a very, very good fighter in AJ, who's been brilliant for British boxing, British sport, a man whose record's been impeccable as an amateur, got robbed as an amateur world champion, won the gold medal, two-time world champion. And then we've got a new kid on the block. And this new kid on the block can fight, he can punch, he's as big a puncher, if not a bigger puncher, than AJ. He can jab, same as AJ, and he's got mobility. He's fast, and he's a good finisher. So one thing's for sure, do not blink in this fight. Do not blink, because from the first bell to the last, it's going to be something extra special. I believe this heavyweight fight will be the Britain's Hagler-Hearns. That's how exciting it's going to be.
Daniel, I want to come back to you. I know you said no more questions, but I will try and force a few more questions from you, Daniel. You are now a champion, right? I mean, it's the dream from a kid to where you are now. You've got a new IBF belt in front of you. How's the confidence levels gone up since you've become champion?
Yeah, you know, the world title, I need to retain it and hold on to it. So, yes, it's a great thing to have, but you know, I need to legitimize myself by winning this fight. So, you know, I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready for a fight.
Do you expect to knock out Anthony Joshua?
By any means necessary. Knockout, whatever way it comes.
Points, knockout, whatever way it comes, you're ready for it.
Sure.
AJ, not been knocked out before. A lot of people have said they can knock you out. Francis Ngannou mentioned it before when we did the face-off. Other fighters have said it as well. When you hear those words, is it almost just a case of, okay, you have to do what you need to do as well to get the victory?
Definitely. I showed Daniel and his whole team the respect they deserve during training camp, and that's going to put me in good stead on Saturday. So yeah, I'm tough. So is he. As Frank said, we've got all similarities. So may the best man win, really. And good luck to him. Good luck to his team. Thank you to my team for their efforts as well. Yeah, British boxing. One thing when I first started boxing, I said I want to bring the heavyweight division back alive in the UK, and I think we've done that. So well done to everyone here as well.
You guys are being very respectful now, which is nice to see. It as a gentleman's sport. I did the face-off for both of you about a month ago, and it wasn't very nice towards the end of that face-off. I had to move back, and everyone accused me of ducking away from it. I wasn't. But you accused them of being disrespectful then.
Yeah.
What happened for those that maybe didn't get that clip? Why was he disrespectful?
It wasn't disrespectful, it was just a phrase I used, but he said, let's go now. And I clicked for a minute, I said, what does he mean by that? And then he repeated it again. And I just feel like anyone in here, if I was...
Boxing, this is what happens, this is boxing, these things happen, so, you know, we're fighting Saturday, let's go.
So as I was saying, at the press conference, I just feel like you should never let anyone take an inch, because I'd end up taking a mile. You know what I mean, Dad?
Sorry?
That's it.
He said never take an inch, never let anyone take an inch.
Dan, I've spoken to you all week, and all week it's been smiles. I sense that the switch is now on, because you're a few days away from going to war with Anthony Joshua. Has that switch turned? Because look, we spoke yesterday and you're all smiling. We spoke the day before and it was all smiles as well. It's a very different Daniel Dubios now.
No, I've been preparing for this for months, weeks, and you know, it's been spoken about from the start of my career, so as a pro. So, you know, here we are now. I'm ready for it. I feel good. I'm ready.
Okay, as I cleared up the Don Charles thing right at the beginning, I do want to clear up one more thing. And forgive me, both of you, for doing this, but I do need to clear it up because a lot of people want to know about it as well. This spar that happened several years ago. Now, you, Frank, said in a recent documentary, you heard about the spar and you signed him basically because of that spar as well. Can we clear that up now? Obviously, we know you guys are going to fight for the real thing on Saturday, but can we clear up the sparring story, the sparring rumours? AJ?
You cracked me with a great shot, and it's my chance to get him back on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it.
There you go.
Well, we sparred hundreds of rounds, didn't it?
You cracked him, Daniel. So you know you can hurt him.
It's sparring, now we're fighting, it's different, you know?
I think it's different?
Ready to go. Move on now. You can move on now.
Oh. Okay. No tables flying in here. Let's just keep this one very, very peaceful. Daniel, how do you win? Tell me how it works.
I ain't predicting nothing. I'm ready to go and I'm ready to fight.
As expected. Anthony Joshua, how do you win on Saturday?
How do I win on Saturday? It can happen in a variety of ways, various ways, but I'm not dependent on punch power, you know. You know what, it takes a lot more than that to be a great fighter. A lot more than that to be a great fighter, so there's various ways I'll win. I've got the fighter spirit, and that's how I'll go in there and break him down with my spirit.
Eddie mentioned that you can be one of those, rare fighters that are a three-time heavyweight world champion. Does that matter to you at this stage of your career, or is it big fights?
Nah, I'll tell you, all the accolades and stuff come later, because I always say, it's crazy, go back to your house on Sunday morning, have the same breakfast, put your clothes in the same laundry basket, nothing really changes, go to the same local gym. So for me, it's just, I just want to compete. I'm glad I've got some of the best challenges in front of me to compete with during my career. Brings the best out of me, so yeah, that's what it is really. I'm a competitive person, and I've got a competition that I need to attend to on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it.
Daniel, final one, don't get upset with me, I'm going to ask you one more. You're walking out in front of 96,000, you are a heavyweight world champion. A lot of people think you've got a good chance here. What's that feeling going to be like when you take that ring walk?
Like I've taken it many times before, just this time it's on the biggest stage, so you know, the energy's going to be higher.
And AJ, you've done that walk before. Again, I said, the Vladimir Klitschko fight I thought was your best performance, an iconic performance. You take that same walk again, what's that feeling going to be like for you?
The feeling?
The feeling.
Sorry?
The feeling, what's that feeling going to be like for you?
Be the same for all of us, you know. Honestly, all of us. Many of greats have walked it before. All of the undercard are going to walk it. I'm going to walk it. I'm going to feel just like any of them. But when I step into that ring, that's when I switch on and I'm ready. So the ring walk, I'm not really interested in. That's just getting to the location to do my job. But once I'm in the ring, I'll be ready, 110%.
And final one to the promoters, Eddie and Frankie. You've been there, both of you. You've done quite a lot in the sport. You've been at Wembley before and you've held big events. You've been at Wembley before and you've held big events. What's it going to mean to both of you to take that walk with your fighters to that ring for what is the biggest British fight card we've ever seen?
Listen, I'll be one of the lucky 96,000 with a great seat. But all that matters is this man to the right. The journey so far, this is his 4th fight at Wembley. Going back to the Matt Legg fight, where, you know, even the Vladimir Klitschko fight, it was just a young man starting out with a huge heart and brute force. Now, I believe he's the best heavyweight in the world with every fundamental you need, and he's developed into a great fighter. Shout out Ben Davis and Barry, the team, done an amazing job. And this is what it's all about. This is what high-level sport is all about. You know, when he boxed Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley, people still say to me that was the greatest sporting event I've ever witnessed. I've been to Ryder Cups, Centre Court or Wimbledon. Nothing touched it. This is the beauty of big-time boxing you will see unfold at the National Stadium on Saturday night. It's going to be an amazing night, and history shall be made for this man.
And Frank, final one to you. You've had some incredible nights as a boxing promoter. This probably will be one of your biggest, if not your biggest, if Daniel Dubios can beat Anthony Joshua in front of 96,000 at Wembley.
Without a doubt. You know, on Saturday night, I genuinely believe that Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubios are going to provide something that's going to be extra special, not just in boxing, in sport. And I believe that Daniel Dubios will cement his legacy in boxing.
We'll find out on Saturday. Is it going to be Ann Still or is it going to be Ann the New? Daniel Dubios versus Anthony Joshua, IBF heavyweight champion. Both fighters are going to pose for photos and do a face-off.